Hi guys, this is Michelle and I am back with my month 21 update. So I think the last 2 months my update was a little bit rushed because for my August update I was just a couple days away from leaving for my trip to Vegas for my September birthday. And then for my September update I think the day I did the update, I was on my way to the airport for a trip to Vancouver. So now this is my October update, and I'm not going anywhere. So hopefully this won't be extremely long, but who knows? I feel like I have a lot to say. We'll see what I end up talking about in this video. But let me give you my stats. So before I had my surgery, I had to have a 6-month supervised diet. So I started that diet in May of 2016. At that time, I was 286.8 pounds. Then I had my surgery on January 4th of 2017. And on the day of surgery, I was 251.8 pounds. I had my surgery at Banner Gateway Medical Center here in Gilbert, Arizona, and my surgeon was Dr. Albert Chin. So today, I am 173 pounds. So that is, let's see. So since surgery, I have lost 75 pounds. However, since the start of this whole process, I've lost 114 pounds, and from my all-time highest weight, which was 320 pounds, I have lost 147 pounds. I am 47 years old, and I am 5'4", just for your reference in case you need to know that. Okay, so also, I need to tell you that that weight of 173 pounds is a 2.2 pound gain since last month. And actually, last month was also a gain. So what's going on? Well, vacationing too much and partying too much, whatever. So for the past 2 months, I've had a slight gain. But then the problem is that, over time, that's going to add up. So my weight is up about 4 pounds from my lowest weight. So for November, I really want to work on getting those 4 pounds off. Part of it is, vacation, but then I think, like I said in my previous video, I've been trying to be a little bit more social. So I have been going out to eat a lot. And the problem is that in the past, I wouldn't let that affect things a lot. I do believe in moderation. However, I haven't been as moderate as I I haven't been as moderate as I should be. So I've taken it a little bit too far. And like, even if you're in moderation every single day, that really, let me say this. For me, that equals a weight gain, not a weight loss. It's like, for me, moderation only works when the majority of the time I adhere to my carbs. But then occasionally I allow myself to eat off plan, or I allow myself to increase my carbs. But recently I've been doing it too frequently, and so that's what the problem is. I haven't gained tons of weight because for the most part I still eat on plan, but I have been going off plan too much. And I haven't been consistent enough to even drop the weight that I had lost. So it's like I had gained some weight in September, but then I wasn't consistent and ended up gaining a little bit more weight in October after my vacation. And if I had been just more consistent and steady, I would have gotten those pounds off instead of just, adding a few more pounds to it. So I had announced that I had reached my surgeon's goal weight of 169 pounds. But obviously I'm at 173, so I'm not there anymore. So at the very least, I want to get back down to 169 pounds. However, my 2-year surgiversary is coming up in January 4th of 2019. However, my follow-up appointment is on January 8th. And so at the very least, my goal is to be back down to 169 by then. However, just to impress my surgeon, I'd like to be lower than that. I'm not really going to set a number, but 165 sounds good. So, you might say, well, you have all these months, but of course these are holiday filled months. So I have to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. So, I'm keeping my goals modest. And I really don't believe in setting time-based weight goals. So, right now, my goal is really just to get back down to where I was before. My lowest weight I had achieved was 168.8. So, at the very least, okay, sorry, all of a sudden I hear this loud music outside. I'm recording this on Halloween, so I don't know if some kid is walking around with a boombox or something, but yeah, okay, it just stopped. Okay, what was I saying? So yeah, at the very least, I would like to get back down to my 168.8 because that's the lowest that I had been. So for Thanksgiving, for those of you who have watched me over the years, and several of you have been with me during that time, I have a friend that comes and visits me every Thanksgiving, and he stays with me for approximately a week. Now, my father did just retire here 2 years ago, but before that, I used to always have to spend Christmas and Thanksgiving here by myself because I had no family here. My job, it's practically impossible for me to ever get the day off, the day after Thanksgiving off or the day after Christmas off. And so because of that, that change happened about 5 years ago. So it's been 6 or 7 years since I've been home for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. And so many years ago, my friend started coming here and visiting me so that I would be able to have someone, this is a friend from high school, so that I would have someone to spend the holidays with. And now it has become something that I eagerly look forward to every single year. And like I do when I'm on vacation, so when I'm on vacation, I eat in moderation, and sometimes it's not quite moderation. And that is what I do during that week when my friend is here for the week of Thanksgiving, because we're eating all of our meals out. So I don't bother to try to track during that week, and I try to not go crazy. But of course, when you're eating pretty much all of your meals out, you're not going to be if you have specific macros that you're trying to stick to, it makes it very hard. And I don't even try during the week that he's here. So, the only times that I go completely off plan are when I'm on vacation and during that week that my friend is here. For the other holidays, like Christmas, for example, last year I went out for Christmas dinner with my father, and I actually stayed completely within plan. And that's actually my plan this year, is to still stay completely within plan for Christmas. But, why am I rambling? What I'm trying to say is, okay, so my friend is going to arrive at my house the day before Thanksgiving. So that's about 3 weeks from now. So my goal is to get my weight as low as possible the day before Thanksgiving. So I have 3 weeks to get my weight down. What I would like is to lose those 4 pounds in the 3 weeks. I don't know if that's possible. The thing is that it's always easier for me to regain than it is for me to actually lose real weight. Like if I was trying to get down to a weight that I hadn't been before, that would be really hard. But I'm just trying to get down to a weight that I already was before, and that tends to be easier. It's my hope that I get down to that weight, but I'm not going to do anything crazy because I do have until January really. But if you're going to go off plan, it's best to try to be as low as possible before that happens. So I would like to get back down to like 169 or 168 if possible before Thanksgiving, so that when I gain a couple of pounds, it's going to be that much easier for me to get it off afterwards. So I do plan on coming back. I will do a quick update video right before Thanksgiving so you can see where I am. And then I'll do my normal update video at the end of November, at the end of the month, to see how I end up the entire month. Just as a reminder, I'm doing update videos just once a month. And then during the rest of the month, I'm doing, meal prep videos and clothing videos and things like that. I have finally caught up with all the videos that I promised you guys. And so now for the month of November, I haven't done a what I eat in a day video in a while. So I do plan on doing that, which I haven't filmed yet. So I'll be filming that sometime in November. And I'll probably have some meal prep videos. Oh, so I did a Sunbasket video a couple months ago, which is a meal delivery service. And someone did use my link in order to order a basket. It wasn't a weight loss surgery person, or at least one it wasn't someone's name that I was familiar with. So whoever you are, if you're watching this, thank you, because that gave me a $40 credit. So I'm using that to order another box, which is going to be arriving on Monday, and I'm going to film that. I'm going to make it a short video. I'm not going to chat a lot. Just once again, so you can see what's the Sunbasket, just to give you an idea of what the type of meals that they send. And this time, I actually chose these meals. So my previous Sunbasket video, I got that one by mistake because I forgot to cancel delivery for that week. And so this time I actually chose these meals, and so I'm looking forward to this. I think I have, I don't remember it. It's some sausage with riced cauliflower dish and a stuffed poblano pepper steak and pinto beans and something else. I don't remember. Something like that. So I will be filming that video. Okay, so what am I going to be doing to get off these pounds? If you know me, I don't believe in doing anything extremely drastic, although you might think that the fasting that I've gotten into it might seem like it's kind of drastic. I don't know. I know one more thing I need to talk about. I mostly started doing the fasting for health reasons because of my nerve pain that I was dealing with in my leg. And then also because I do have some breast cancer in my family, so possibly for cancer prevention. And then I realized that it also can be useful to help me with my weight. So for all of those reasons, I have been doing intermittent fasting. But I haven't been as consistent with it during the months of September and October. And so I really do plan on being much more consistent with that in November. So for me, what that entails is, every single day, at least waiting 12 or 13 hours before I eat anything. So to me, water only for the first 12 or 13 hours. And then after that, then I have my coffee with heavy whipping cream. And then I try to wait, or I want to wait 16 hours before I have my first real food of the day. And that's where I've been struggling, not quite making it to that 16 hours. And so actually this past week or so, I've been doing much better with that. And then also I had been incorporating some more extended fasting in the past. Like usually I had been doing like at least two 24-hour fasts a week, or even like a 36-hour fast, but I hadn't been doing that. Now this past week I did do a 38-hour fast, and a 24-hour fast, I think last week. So and yeah, whatever. So I'm trying to get more consistent with my fasting, and I definitely notice a difference in my nerve pain. As a matter of fact, my nerve pain is gone. I don't have any nerve pain, but occasionally something will happen that causes it to flare up. So, I just went to Vancouver, and during the whole time we were there with all the walking around, I didn't have any type of pain whatsoever. So I had no bone spur pain. If you watched me from the very beginning, one of the reasons I had surgery was because of my bone spurs. I was limping before I had the surgery, and it took quite a while. Even after I had the surgery, I had to lose quite a lot of weight before my bone spur pain started to go away. And then even after that, if I walked like over 10,000 steps in a day, my bone spur pain would come back. Well, in Vancouver, I had several days of like 12,000 steps, no bone spur pain, no nerve pain. However, on one of my flights, so I had two flights coming home. On my second flight, something about the way that the seats were or something, it aggravated my nerve pain. It's like from the second I sat down on the seat, I could tell that I was going to be in trouble. And the flight was like an hour and 45 minutes, and I was in so much pain after the flight. And then even for the next few days, I was in pain. I went and had a deep tissue massage, and that helped a lot, but it still was there slightly. But when I did a 24-hour fast, it seemed like it reset me again, and now the nerve pain is gone. So I really do feel like the fasting is helping me with inflammation in my body. It's really helping me overall. Let me just say that. It helps with pain, it's helping with my weight. So that's definitely something I'm going to continue doing. I'm going to become more faithful with that. I plan on doing my calendar again, but I couldn't find it before this video. So I'm going to be doing my fasting. I'm going to be getting my water in. That's something else that I have failed. Water is something that I've always done a good job with because I like water. I like the way the water tastes. But for the past couple of months, I have been doing so poorly with my water. So, at least 2 liters of water a day. I'm not going to count my coffee or anything. I just mean straight water. I really need to do that. And then my steps. So I had mentioned last month that I'm in a step bet. It's just like diet bet, except for the step bet, when you decide to join one of the step bets, most of them are like $40. I think there are some that are a little less expensive, but most of them are $40. It will look at your previous step history with whatever device you choose to connect to it. So like whether you have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or a Garmin or whatever you have, it will look at your previous step history, and it will use that history to determine what your goals are. So last month I did my first step bet. It was 6 weeks, and I won my step bet. So I had paid $40, and I ended up getting $49 back. Because it was kind of small, it was one for bariatric patients. I think it was called Bariatric Foodie. There were only like 99 people in there, and about 75 of us, 70 or something like that, ended up finishing. So I won $49. And if you're not, so all you have to do is download the Step Bet app, and you are automatically able to enter any of the step bets. but there is an administration fee that is taken out of what your bet is. So technically, so like say if 100% of the people in your group finishes, you will get less than you won't get your entire $40 back because of the administration fee. But because so many people didn't finish in my group, that's how I ended up with $49. However, they do have an option where you can become a member of StepBet, which costs $50 a year. So I actually went ahead, I used that $49 to join StepBet. And what that gave me was, first of all, it means that I don't have to pay any administration fee. So I'm always going to at least get my $40 back, no matter how many people finish the StepBet. And then, so then of course, you end up winning more money during your StepBets over time. The other advantage of becoming a member is that there are lots of member-only games that you can join, and also you can be in at least 3 StepBets at the same time. Whereas when you're not a member, you can only be in 1 StepBet at a time. So I'm telling you guys all of that because right now I am currently in 2 new StepBets. And so that's $80 that I have invested in this. So it is fantastic motivation for getting my steps because I don't want to lose $80. And both of these have quite a lot of people in them. Like one of them has like over 3,000 people and the other one has like 800 people. So I think the possibilities for what I can win are fantastic with all of those people. So I will let you know how those go. But so I don't have to worry about my steps. So I don't have a step goal because with the StepBet, I have like a regular walking goal that I need to get every single day, except for rest days. And then I also have active goals that I need to get. So just for example, so for one of my StepBets, I need to get, I think it's like 7,100 steps. So this one that I entered, one of the reasons I chose it is because you got 2 rest days a week. So for 3 days a week, I need to get like 71 something steps. And then the other 2 days a week, I need to get 9,500 steps. And then I have 2 rest days. And you get to choose what days are which. And then the other StepBet that I'm in that's concurrent to the, well, it starts on Monday. That one, there's only 1 rest day a week, but my step goals are a little less. Like every day I only need like 6,700 steps. And then, so I need to do that, I need to do that 4 days a week. And then 2 days a week, I need to get like 8,900 steps. So I'm definitely going to get those because I have higher goals for my other StepBet. The only difference is I have to do 1 extra day for the new StepBet, but at least that day can be a lower number of steps, whatever. And if I want to, I could add in another StepBet if I want to. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, I admit that when the first StepBet ended, I was relieved and happy because I hated to have to be accountable like that. It's funny because even though when I was doing my calendar and trying to get like 7,000 steps a day or 6,000 steps a day, I did a really good job with that. And I wasn't accountable to anyone except for showing you guys my calendar. But now, being forced to do this, there are some days that it was very annoying. And there were days that I was like, I cannot wait for this StepBet to end because I hated that I didn't have a choice. It's like there were nights that I was tired and I wanted to go to bed, but I'm like, I can't go to bed because I can't lose my $40. And that's the point of it, you know? And so when I won the StepBet, I was so happy. And I remember the week after my StepBet ended, I was so lazy, I didn't do anything. And I was like, see, that's bad. And that's when I decided, you know what? I am going to join StepBet, which means that, you know, it's $50 a year. And so I want to make use of that money. So it's like I can't just do 1 or 2 or 3 StepBets. I need to do a lot of StepBets in order to make up for that $50. So that is something that's going to keep me active for this whole year, whether I want to be or not. And I guess sometimes you have to do that. So I have a love-hate relationship with this step bet, but it is helping me stay active with my steps. So I've rambled on enough. I don't know how long this is, probably really long. Thank you guys. I've noticed I have lost a bunch of subscribers. I don't know if I've really lost subscribers. I know that sometimes YouTube unsubscribes even my loyal followers, so I don't know if I've lost people or if YouTube is just unsubscribed people. I don't know. But I still occasionally keep getting some new people, so thank you to my new subscribers. And definitely thank you to all of my old subscribers that are still faithfully watching me. It really does mean a lot to me. And so I will get back to you guys with those videos that I promised. And then also I will be doing an update video right before Thanksgiving so you can see how I've done these past 3 weeks. So have a good month, you guys. Bye.